The following footage was filmed live on June 20th, 2024. The footage features both Dr. McNasty and Majide-Man Man as they discuss and rank every original Scooby Doo Where Are You villain. For the record, this is part 6 and the finale installment of this featured project. If you haven't seen any of the footage prior, please stop now and watch the previous programs. If you are caught up to speed, please enjoy. By the way, as the official narrator of the series, I just wanted to say thank you folks for giving us the time of day by watching. Thank you.
Oh God, dude! Mystery Incorporated would mishandle evidence. I'm just gonna be real. Well, they do. They don't wear gloves ever. They just hold the shit like it's nothing. Like, a clue. But all right.
Oh yeah.
Back to the monsters. We got generic ghost. Ooh. What's the lore on this guy?
Okay, the Phantom of Vasquez castle and everything. What do you call it? Another, like, the gang stops by Spooky Castle and finds a what do you call it, like, ghost hanging at the front and everything. And then essentially, like, it's a guy, what do you call it, using a video camera and projector and chase them around. Yeah, this man is so excited to show, like, how he does it too. You call it friggin', like, they capture him and stuff. And would you call it friggin', they go, like, we just don't get how you would, like, go through walls and stuff. And he just goes, like, can you handcuff me for a second? I'll show you how I did this shit. Because I'm so excited to show you. And he just goes in front of the camera and then shows them how he does it. And he's so giddy about it.
Oh my God.
I love it so much.
What was he even doing? What was his, like, real estate?
He wanted to steal the castle treasure.
You know what? Jules. Well, alright, he seemed to be...
He's not extorting anything. Yeah.
Okay, alright, well, alright, he's pretty elaborate. He's pretty much a magician.
He's an ex-magician.
Oh,
He's
God.
done great.
Oh, God, he's retired. Alright, let's see here. You know what? I'll put him in the higher tier Senpai Notices You. Because, like, he is kind of iconic. Like, dude, he's literally in the intro of every episode of Scooby Doo Where Are You? He's going, whoa, whoa. So, how do you feel about high ranking of Senpai Notices You? Or do you think he deserves better or worse?
Like, if I were arguing first, I would say, I wouldn't say too much lower. I would say you're trying, but what you call it, like, I can do Senpai Notice Me because it is very elaborate.
You know what?
He pulls out all his magician tricks.
You know what? I'll agree with you. You're trying. So we'll put him in trash. I'm kidding. We'll put him in. You're trying. We got one. We got one monster left. We got one monster left.
Oh, really?
Yes, we are almost there. This one is a green dude, I think, maybe blue. Keep in mind, I do have the Trident Probia. And this guy, he has a hat. He's definitely got a Milady hat, and he honestly looks like the Grundle from Extreme Ghostbusters. I don't know how else to explain him. He's very sinister. He kind of looks like a diddler. I'm just gonna be real. He's giving me diddler vibes, and I don't like it. So, what's your opinion on the green bluish fellow with the hat and the stringy hair?
Okay, so this is the ghost of Mr. Hyde.
Boo! Sorry. There's like a.
I wanted to pause for that reaction.
Like that was.
So.
That's bad. All right. What's his lore?
Okay, so, jewel thief. Would you call it?
Sorry.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Would you call it friggin' he's a jewel thief, and would you call it like after one of his heists, he would you call it sneaks into the mystery machine, and as Scooby and the gang are getting ready for a picnic, they ask just like, hey, yeah, hand us the picnic blanket, would you call it, Chad, and he picks up the blanket. And they go like, "There's a man in here."
What?
And everyone just goes like, "What?" And they freak out. Fred stops the mystery machine. Would you call it friggin' Mr. Hyde chases him out. And would you call it friggin' they go like, "Why was there a man in the back of the mystery machine?" What the heck was that?
This is awful.
And would you call it? They follow him back to a laboratory, in which would you call it? They fall through a trap door, and find a bunch of test tubes and everything, and a scientist. Would you call it? He claims to be the great grandson of would you call it? Like
Dr. Jekyll.
Dr. Jekyll.
Dude.
Yes.
No.
And says that he's being possessed by his great-grandfather's ghost. And, what you call it, essentially goes like, yeah, I was trying to make a super vitamin, what you call it, backfired, and now I turned into this Mr. Hyde personality. Luckily, I have my housekeeper, and she's been taking care of me while these transformations have been happening.
It's the housekeeper. Or is it?
That's what he would want you to think.
Oh no! Oh god, it's...
He was trying to make it look like it was the housekeeper the whole entire time.
Our calculations are right. It should be Helga, the housemaid. Dr. Jekyll!
Would you call it leaving around newspaper clippings of his housekeeper being a former circus acrobat.
Oh, okay.
And leaving behind sleeping drugs.
Okay.
Like, in random places. But his fatal flaw was leaving around his suction cups. Because if the housekeeper did it, she doesn't need suction cups because she's a circus grade acrobat.
Oh my god. Why?
Yeah.
All right, the plot.
That's
That's a bad plot. That's not a good plot, man. That the gaslighting of the maid.
I would. I think it's hilarious of the idea of just like telling the kids straight up, like, no, that was me.
Dude, I think it was her because she used to be a circus act, and it's like, okay, how is that incriminating whatsoever? Apparently, a lot of people in fucking Coolsville used to be in a fucking circus act, or a doctor, or a fucking mechanic.
The thing is what you call it. He said he would black out every time he would turn to what you call it, like Mr. Hyde, and so like he was trying to imply that he was being drugged
by the helper.
Like, yeah.
You know what?
Housemaid.
No, he stays in trash. The fact that he's like he's a ghost of a fictional character to boot. He claims to be, and it's all for jewels, something that only holds monetary value for one purchase or exchange. Then after that, you're either stuck with the money or you're stuck with the item. It's not really an investment because let's face it, like that. Yeah, it's not it's dumb. It's dumb. That ghost is dumb, and honestly, I'm kind of disappointed. Like, it's so bad, man. Like, I'm looking at the list, and it's like, so sad. It's so sad.
I want to say, would you call it the ghost of Mr. Hyde? Would you call it, like, the professor's name was Hyde White?
Oh, God. Hyde White. Yeah, because I remember that from the fucking... I remember Professor Hyde White because he's also featured in the Johnny Bravo episode of when he met because it's Professor Hyde White, Harry the Hypnotist, Don Knotts, then the joke about Don Knotts, and then boom, it was Johnny's aunt because she couldn't fucking stand Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you call it? But yeah, no, he's do you call it like just Dr. Jekyll?
How did this show last so long?
Do you call it? It almost did.
I want to know what that world's like.
Yeah, there's definitely a point like when you hit season 2 where it might have not existed.
Like, what if there was an alternate world where like Jabberjaw took off? Like, that's the thing everybody's obsessed with. They love Jabberjaw.
We have Jabberjaw Incorporated being a huge dissection of Jabberjaw.
That's
being one of the most interesting iterations of Jabberjaw yet. No respect.
Oh god. but we did it. We ranked them, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go through starting with trash and working our way up to the Golden Boys. In this order. Oh god. First of all, Charlie needs to go back down one. Like, Creeper definitely. All right. Starting off with trash from least or to tolerable at most for trash and the least. Actually, hold on. I gotta adjust it here. Okay. We got the Creeper, generic Dracula, Charlie the Robot, racially depiction of a gypsy, the Black Knight Ghost, Mr. Hyde, a guy with a beard, a guy with a bag on his head, and generic werewolf. No, generic werewolf. You go right next to the gypsy. Yeah, the worst tier is guy with bag on head. So yeah, that's now been solidified. For straight goofing, we got the Ape Man, Frankenstein for some fucking reason, the Creeper, creepy space kook, and shaman ghost. Wow. They're getting there. And then for at least they're trying, we have the 2 spooky ghost, 1 singular ghost, headless man, ghost of Jebediah Springfield, caveman, Captain Cutlass, wax blob, witch ghost, and guy with ruby on face and gold. That's all I got. For Senpai Notices You, we have our boy, Captain Redbeard, Sussy Mummy, Witch Doctor, Generic Werewolf number 2, and Abominable Snowman. And finally, for the moment we were all been waiting for, the Epic Monsters, the Puppeteer, and the Clown, Ghost, Phantom, Harry the Hypnotist. That's it. Yeah. We did it. How do you feel? You did it twice, technically. Yeah. Maybe even 3 times. Knowing you probably did it. This is like your 3rd time around.
Truly. I'd say like I at least had fun going through the episodes again, and what you call it. Like I feel like this is a fun discussion. You're definitely more hard on the monsters than I am, but yeah. I find that fun. I find that good. We need a strict hand.
Well, because if I just went off aesthetics alone, I honestly couldn't, like... They're all, like... The art design, whether I like it or not, is kind of iconic, and it is, like... It's that old school cell painted on fucking a plastic sheet, photographed, and then another plastic sheet with a painting on it. Like, I love the art style. Like, hell, I copy it a lot. But... I don't know. I think it's fun, and honestly, I wouldn't mind doing this again. Not only for Scooby Doo, but who knows? We might tackle Simpsons like season 1 through 4 because it's the only valid seasons. Like, I don't know, like maybe we could pick like iconic, like who was the best guest characters, which could be fun, or I don't know. I wouldn't mind having you on the show. And by the way, when you first were on my show, I asked you to have you back on later on. And 8 to 12 months from now, I want to have you back on this show, okay? And at that time, I want you to have accomplished something very grand. Can you do that for me?
It'll happen.
I believe
it'll happen.
That's how much faith I believe in this man right here. This beautiful animated being will release something that will be groundbreaking.
Beautiful. But yeah, something definitely grand will happen between now and then. Whether it be something grand with the open mic, grand with music, grand with videos and everything. Something's gonna happen. McNasty and Majide Part 2 coming soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you call it? Do you call it? Friggin' I'm also down to work on anything else you want to have me on. I am ever happy to work with you.
No problem. I asked you to have you back on later on. Has things improved since the last time you were here? Because I'm seeing you a lot more. Every time I pop on the fucking Instagram, you're there, you're promoting it, you're working it, and also, what are you doing now, man? Before I let you go, like I want to know. I haven't spoken to you other than like through Discord and like I don't know, a millennia. It feels like what's going on, man?
I have been dormant on the music front, but I am working on stuff. Hopefully I will have at the very least 2 songs released like publicly this year, like that are mixtape songs. Along with that, I'm always running the mic drop, every last Saturday. You can watch us on twitch.tv/openmame. That's OPENMAME.
I'll definitely be linking that.
Thank you. But I do that with my co-host Miriam D, and those have been the 2 main things. I've been setting up to do stream stuff again. But yeah, like I'm here and there and everywhere.
Well, I want to let you know that me and you know who, I don't want to name drop their real name, but me and Ezra, we do notice that well, what you doing? Honestly, we're proud, man. Like we noticed a major fucking change in you. Like you've done, like you went from like I don't know, you do mic drops, but like no, you are persistent. Like I don't know, you've been kind of nailing it, man. Like I don't know, I'm not trying to like falsely gas you up here, but you've actually, I don't know, man. Like I've noticed you've been out there, you're working it, and like I'm kind of impressed. Like it's kind of cool, like especially in this fucking shithole of a town where we don't have really a scene, man. Like I don't know how to like put it very nicely, but there's no actual like there's a small music scene, but it's like patchy as fuck. And as for an art scene, it is so fucking divided, it's crazy. Not like out of animosity, it's just like nobody is on the same page because they're all working on like different segments and anything. It's like not like we hate each other or anything, but it does seem like everybody's off. Like I don't know, it's just nice to see like at least one fucking creator in this town is actually able to pull together other people and get them to focus on one fucking singular task instead of just like off the wall shit. And I don't know, it's a breath of fresh air, and I just wanted to let you know that it is very much well appreciated.
Thank you. I want to give shout outs to people in the scene.
No problem, man.
Lane doing doing contra media. He's been doing like stuff out of his home studio and everything, allowing people to like record stuff for a affordable price.
Nice.
Lizzie Patterson of Lilycat. She's been like going down to like Los Angeles, working with different songwriters and stuff, recording stuff, doing stuff on stage. my co-host Mero D, he's been managing a band a little bit, as well as like pursuing his own music stuff. There's like, if we can all like just band together and use the resources that we provided for each other, I think we can get more of a consistent music scene. Because there's people out here doing stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like Steady Mac, went out to Nashville. He's doing shows out there. There's Case Arnold, there's Black the Map. Capital J is a guy I saw in that Nashville. Gosh darn. Jax Blade. Like has done a song with one of my like favorite performers ever, and he's just like an hour away. He came to town like a little while ago, and I'm just like, oh shoot, you did like a legit like friggin' label song? Okay.
Times are getting crazy, man.
Stuff shake.
I know.
Yeah, we can make stuff shake.
But yeah. On that note, it has been swell, but it is getting really late, and I've had your attention for well over 2 hours. Is there any final notes you want to say before we part our ways?
If we come back again, good gosh, new Scooby Doo movies is really hard to watch through. But I will do it.
No, we're not here to torture ourselves. We're here to relax. That's what we're here to have casual adult conversations about childish fucking shit. That's what we're here to do.
That's fair.
All right. On that note, I'm Dr. McNasty. This is Majide Man, and we ranked Scooby Doo.
Bye.
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 Bye. By the way, I think this place is closed.
What an anime protagonist, of my success I'm bad at this. While all my friends succeeding, I'm still climbing up a ladder. Snake eater, I'm a creature who survives some broken dreams. Can this all be progression or just compromising? Jeez, I'm just trying to host around me and my sinking ship of fools. Play this game so incorrectly, I can't seem to follow rules. Hope the dream is all around me, all succeeding, staying true. If they can't make it their own, hope that I can get the tools. Majide-Man, undisputedly the worst. Every day's an L, then I'm taking it's a curse. Show me something I ain't that I touch.